Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is...
I mean, we talked about regret, or you talked about regret already in the aspect of not being ready for an opportunity. But have you ever regretted taking an opportunity, whether it be, for the wrong reasons or something like that?
No, to be honest, I always say no, because in the moment it seemed to me like a great opportunity. Whether if then it didn't go as I planned, or I didn't play as much as I thought, or I didn't get the opportunities that I thought I should have had. When you're making a decision, at least in my case, I always make it with 150% committed to it. Sometimes, I mean, this is like life. It's not only in football. It's in any job or in any relationship. If you go with your heart, and you go with the best intentions, working hard and being humble and trying to be the best you can be to get the best outcome out of it. That's why I say no regrets, because sometimes it's gone well, sometimes it hasn't gone as well as I thought. But in the moment when I made a decision, I'm always being firm. So I hope that answers your question.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And how would you describe your game and your style? Because many players are often great for a certain type of football in a specific country, but you've been successful all over the map. Why do you think that is?
I think it's I have something that when I started my youth career and everything, I used to be a left back, and then for some reasons we had a really good left back that he was in the national team. So the coach told me, like, it's gonna be a hard competition. Why did you play left wing? And little by little, I've been adapting to different positions, different roles, and even to this day, I'm about to be 34, and I could play many positions in the attack. Mainly, I like number 9 these days. But I think the best way to put it is work hard, do what the team needs you doing, and always being adapted and learning. Every day has been a lesson for me. Like sometimes, okay, I want to play number 9, but if a team comes here and offers me a contract and be like, look, but I like you as a winger, no problem. I'm the type that I'll believe in my head I'm gonna be the best winger you will get and I'll prepare for it. Of course, like one thing is wanting to do something, another is expecting that it's gonna happen without any work or without any commitment. But I think that's the main.
Do you think this adaptive quality and this mindset that you're going to learn no matter where you are, no matter the age, being 33 now, like, do you feel like this has led to that longevity in your career to be still so successful playing in when some guys may have kind of wavered off or lost the love and hunger for the game?
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely, because I play with really good players that had better conditions than me, better technique, better qualities, but at the end of the day, you need to be adaptive, especially in the football that we're getting into these days, like really physical and everything. Preparation is everything. Of course, like you need to be able to run, you need to be able to do all the hard trainings that football is it's right now. And I would say, like, being adaptive and working hard, and then whenever it's time for me to hang the boots, I'll have no problem. But even to this day, like, we always track and monitor everything, and I think in terms of speed and everything, I'm still like not long from the metrics that I used to have at 27, 28, which is something that tells me, okay, I need to continue down this path in terms of taking care of my body and learning the game. Yeah.
And where does the Houston Dynamo come into the picture? When and how?
So we won the whole thing with Austin. And Paul Dalglish, he was a former player of Houston Dynamo. He had good friends with Dominique Kenir. He was the coach at the time. He won the title 2 times, I think, under him. And it was good with I had a good season with Austin. And then I went to junior college and to San Jack because I needed to finish the college season. I had probably until the moment one of the best careers. You know, you come from the Aztecs, you go to play junior college, and it was younger players than me. I scored like 30 plus goals and everything. And then Paul told me, like, look, they put a discovery claim on you, you know, Houston, because Sanjay was in Houston. They put a discovery claim, so you're gonna go and do the preseason with them. At the time, I didn't know what was this discovery thing. That then it kind of bite me in the ass, and I was like, you know what, like it's a great opportunity. I'm gonna go, and you know, when you go as a sophomore at the time, they could pay your studies if you're American, because I had the passport and everything. And they came. I was with them for close to 3 months. I think it was a week before the first game. They signed DeMarcus Beasley, the left winger of the U.S. national team at the time. And they had to get rid of few players, you know. And at the time, when I had the pre-agreement and pre-contract with them, they put you on the lowest salary they could have you. And they wanted to send me to Pittsburgh, which was their USL Championship affiliate at the time. But I said to them, look, it's either I play MLS or I go back to school, because I have opportunities in Europe to play professional. So for me, it makes no sense to go play USL. At the time, it didn't seem like a good opportunity, and I was not convinced of it. So they came in there. It was a great experience playing. I even played against Thierry Henry. It was a really good experience, you know. Again, Lewandowski. I scored a few goals. I think I scored 3 goals in 7 games or 6 games with them, which at the time I was thinking, okay, I think I'm going to stay here. It's a done deal. The agent had the contract draw, the pre-contract and everything. I signed it and everything, and then going back to the discovery claim, San Jose made a bid to my agent to sign me. I had a preseason friendly against them. I had a really good performance. It was only 60 minutes, but the coach saw something that he needed, and then they couldn't get me because I had the discovery claim rights, and they had the right to give me a pre-contract until certain date and break it whenever they wanted. So, but even with that sad part there, like, it was a great experience playing with really good players. Even 2 former teammates of Houston played the World Cup. I think Brad Davis and Clark, a midfielder. And also the Honduran players, Bonnie Garcia and all that. They also played that World Cup. So it was a great experience. And then I thought I was a bit technical and intense, but there were 2.
And what is the discovery claim? We've never spoken about on the podcast before.
So the discovery claim rights means that a team could, if let's say Houston controls all the area in terms of youth or junior colleges and all that, they could put a discovery claim rights on a player that is maybe excelling or performing at a higher level. They only could do that if the player is not registered to be in a combine or an MLS draft or all that, which I was not. So I found out this through my agent, and apparently it's happened to many other players. It's basically, you either sign with me if I want to, with me or with my affiliate, or if not, they're gonna have to pay, they're gonna have to do that or this, and it makes things difficult, you know, with teams. Like when you have all these, I think this is something that I don't know if to this day it still exists, but it's something that should be eradicated. if a player gets a good opportunity, especially a player like I was in that situation, let the player accept it or decide, or make an offer, guarantee that you're gonna give me the rest of the year with you. You know, it's kind of like NASL back in the day, that they could break a contract with any player at any moment.
Yeah. Insane.
That's insane. No?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's crazy because I do think it exists. I'm not sure if it exists on the same exact level as it did back then, but I mean, it really takes power away from the player, and to not have any guarantee in it is just, to me, it's mind blowing that can exist. Like, how that is not just seen as like illegal, to me is very, very strange.
I think it's, like I said, it shouldn't exist, because then you're limiting the player to one coach, to one sports director, to one system, when that player, maybe in the other 20 plus organizations that there's in the MLS, maybe there's another organization that could really use that player. And a lot of players have gone, have lost in this system. And it's sad. It's sad.
Agreed.
Yeah. What are some of your best memories from your time there?
I think 2 years ago, promoting with IBB. It was my first team there as well. The first year with them was good, because when I got there, the team had 5 points. It was last, and we managed to save the team. But I think promoting, it was a great achievement. You know, we didn't have, in my eyes and everything, we didn't have the best squad. And all that summer, it was like, we call it, they call it summer, the league, but it's 6 months. It was good memory after good memory. Even the hard times, and when we get a lot of setbacks or hard moments or a little injury here or something, the way to react to this, it was because we were winning. Yeah. And we were on our way to be back in the top league, which was the main reason why I joined them after they fall down. But I will say that whole summer, because it was the best example of how you need to react to any difficulty. And for me, good memories is not just scoring a goal or win a game. For me, a good moment that I like to savor more is, after a tough time or a hard time, how you come back or how you top it out. And that year, it was like that.
You mentioned just going through these periods sometimes in your career where it can feel like you're, going through the motions, or you're in a rut. So do you have any like specific tricks that you could use, whether, it be in training or mindset wise away from the field, to kind of trick yourself or get yourself back in that right mentality to have the hunger and then to be able to perform the best on the field?
Yeah, I mean, I think I've always based it on my performances. You know, when you see that you're not playing at your best, or you're not feeling physically the way you should be, or you're not getting, I'm not saying scoring or not scoring. I'm saying like you're not getting the opportunities that you usually get into. Then you miss them. It's like another chance. Yeah. At least you had it. And when you analyze that, and I really criticize myself sometimes too hard, and I analyze everything. And another thing that it works very well, but sometimes it works against you. Yeah. But when you have all this data, there's some points that I'm always going back and see. Okay, I did this, I did that, and maybe okay, I'm in the right route. I'm doing things the right way. And when you're having those moments that you're not, then you need to adapt, you need to change, because it's like insanity. You cannot keep doing the same thing over and over and expect different results. So I look into a little bit what I've been doing, how I've been doing, and then back around.